Is my volume all the way up? Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla, guys. Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes late. I am aware of it. Um, was having a busy with something. Let's just put it that way. Hold on, there's like something on my computer. Anyways, this video is kind of like mad slow right now. Anyways, I hope that you guys can hear me okay. This is your weekend reading finds for this weekend, the 14th, 15th, and the 16th. So we're just looking to see what is up in the energies. One of the things that I was picking up that was very, very, very important to let you guys know is that there is a time to rest. There is a time to kind of take a time out. But you also have to be aware that you don't stay stuck in that space of rest. So kind of like, when we pull out like the Hermit card, and people sometimes want to stay stuck within those energies. It's like you're being reminded during this time not to stay stuck in a space of rest. It's like take the rest when it's needed, but then go ahead and continue on doing what it is that you have to do, or what it is that you're being led to do during this time. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the water and candle have, and then we'll go ahead and do every individual sign afterwards. Alrighty. Okay. So collectively, there is something that is making its way back to you. Now, I feel that this is more of an opportunity, something that you that was probably within reach in the recent past, and you were unaware that this opportunity was there. So it's kind of making its way back around so that you can go ahead and take advantage of it, take this opportunity that's being presented to you at this time, and actually go with it. I'm not necessarily picking up love. It's more about, I want to say, either work or career related. There is something that you guys have been waiting kind of like for a chance, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for something like that, something like a breakthrough type of energy that is coming back around. And either this weekend is going to be the initiation of it, or there's actually going to be a complete breakthrough during this weekend for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, this is going to bring in a lot of abundance financially, but this is also bringing in a lot of people, what we call, like, when we go ahead and we talk about like our soul tribe, people that we are destined to meet, people that we're destined to be connected with. It's bringing in a lot of that. And even though some of you there are still a few of you that are still reminiscing on the past and what could have been or what should have been in regards to love, because many of you have put in the work and have released that attachment to that connection, is the reason why this kind of like second chance, or this opportunity is coming back around. And it's like the road. It's like it's like a brick road, but it's not like, I don't want to say it's like the brick road from that movie, like the yellow brick road. It's not what it seems like, because this literally feels like, how can I put it this way? It's all right. I'm trying to see if I can think one of the places that I've been to is. So like well, for me anyways, when I'm in the forest, right, there are waterfalls, but there's also like literally huge stones that you can walk within, like the little waterfalls or the little stream of water and stuff like that. But it's literally like that, like taking one step at a time, knowing that each step that you take, you're taking balance. Each step that you're taking kind of like, the word that wants to come up is like with power, with authority. And because you know that each step moving forward is going to help you to continue on moving forward without having any influence of the past trying to hold you or pull you back. A lot of you may have been experiencing a lot of I don't want to say so much depression. Some of you may be feeling depressed, but kind of feeling alone, that lonely type of feeling. And the thing is that you if you haven't come out of it, it's like there's something that's going to spark your interest or something that's going to spark within you this weekend that is going to allow you to either start or begin to get out of that or to get you completely out of that. Now, those of you that are expecting that to be someone to come and pull you out, that's not the case. The way that I see it is because some of you may be feeling depressed or maybe feeling kind of sad or lonely because you're longing for someone or you're longing for some type of connection or something like that, and that is not the answer. And the thing is that it's whether it is, that you are very connected with your ancestors or your spirit guides or your angels, it's like they're working together to kind of pull you out of this energy that you have gotten yourself stuck in, longing or waiting for someone, longing or waiting for someone to come and rescue you. You have to get yourself out of that mentality where you feel that you have, like, your what is the word? Dancer in distress. You're not a dancer in distress. You need to get up, be the warrior that you are, and get shit handled. To be honest with you, um, let's go ahead and see that opportunity again. It's like if you decide to keep yourself in that space of feeling lonely or feeling sad, feeling depressed, you're going to miss it again. So whatever it is that you need to do at this moment to kind of bring your vibration up higher, to lift up your spirits, whether it is that you need to dance, whether it is that you need to, whatever it is that you need to do, you need to go ahead and do it because you cannot stay stuck in those energies from the past. Uh, and that's the thing is like so many of you have someone around you, or someone, let's say, like in your energy field that is, it's kind of like this is the time for the two of you to meet. This is the time for the two of you to connect, but either because you don't see this person as a love interest or something like that, is because you, again, because you're still holding on to the past. So you have to allow yourself to feel the pain. You have to allow yourself to go through the grieving stages when something has ended, in order to be able to walk into the new, in order to be able to walk into what it is that, the future holds for you. But whatever it is that you're focusing your energy on, whatever it is that you're focusing your time on during this time, that is exactly what your future is going to hold. So if you want to finally let go of all the BS from the past, let go of all the pain, let go of all the hurt, then this is your weekend to go ahead and do that. Whether it is that you have to go ahead and spend some time meditating, praying, whether it is that you have to fast, whatever it is that intuitively you're being asked to do during this weekend, it's going to be very beneficial because it's going to bring in not just abundance and, like, say, let's say finances, if you're looking into career or work, but it's also going to bring an abundance of this wealth within yourself, meaning that self-love, that self-respect, that self-worth. And I know you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but it's the truth. It's like you need to focus on you need to focus on loving you and taking care of yourself, because you cannot expect anyone outside of you to do that for you. And that is probably, yes, with everything that is going on around the world, some people are like, well, how can you be so selfish? We're just worrying about you. No. So what I'm saying, is I can't help anybody outside of me if I'm not taking care of myself. And that's just the honest truth. People do not like to hear that because, unfortunately, being raised in, within spaces where you have to give your all and you leave yourself for last is something that a lot of women and a lot of people in general have always been. That's how you're brought up. So you think that that is normal. You think that it's normal to give so much of yourself to someone, or so much of yourself to a connection, or so much of yourself to a job, that when you're done and over with whatever it is, the task of the day or whatever it is, then you're so depleted and you're so tired that you don't even have time to work on what it is that you want. You don't have time to work on what it is that you want to create. And that is kind of like, this is like everything that is happening is really happening to kind of wake you guys up to that, to realize that whatever it is that you want for your life, whatever it is that you're trying to create, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to put in some type of work into it. But if you continue on, okay, so let's put it this way. While you are working for others, while you are helping others, you're helping them create their dreams, you're helping them create their reality. And then when it comes time for you to work on your own, you're not putting in half the effort, you're not putting in half the work. So you keep on getting stuck in these spaces where it's kind of like a repetitive thing. So what you have to do is make sure that, if you want to start a business, then start off with a plan, start off with a strategy. If you want to go ahead and you started a connection, you started a relationship, you're going to have to realize that your connection or your relationship has to come first, has to be a priority before you try and help your friend, your cousin, your sister, whoever it is, with their own relationship issues that they're having. So it's kind of like trying to straighten the path back again to thyself, trying to straighten things back so that you are in a space of being able to not only finally manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest, but also be in a space of being able to actually help someone else. Because if you're in a space of being hurt, if you're in a space of pain, if you're in a space of anger, if you're in a space of resentment, any advice or any help that you try and give anyone is going to come from that same space. So you have to remember that before you can lead, before you can give advice, before you can guide others, you yourself have to experience the issues. You yourself have to experience the pain. You yourself have to feel it, have to work through it, have to heal it, and have to release it in order to continue on with whatever it is that you need to do. And I feel that that is more for those of you that feel that you're being led or you're being asked to help others. And maybe you have been feeling stuck on how it is that you're supposed to be helping others, or how it is that you can actually start on working, whether it is that you're going to do tarot readings, whether it is that you're going to be giving advice, whatever it is that you're going to be doing, it's like you have to make sure that, again, you're advised that your energy is in the correct spot. Because if not, then, a lot of people do need certain assistance or certain guidance to a certain point. And some are going to need more than others until they themselves can get the clarity on their own. So you have to make sure that you're in a space where your advice is not coming out of anger, your advice is not coming out of hatred or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with each individual sign. We are using the Believe in Your Own Magic, because I do feel that, especially for this month, from this month, probably I want to say to like mid-September, end of September, a lot of you really have to start believing in yourself, have to start believing in the things that you want to create, and start believing in your own dreams so that you can go ahead and move forward. Then we are using the the Mystical Dream Tarot for clarifications. And then just for fun, we are going to pull out one of the Rebel deck cards at the end. Alrighty, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So take a few deep breaths in and out. So we're looking more for what it is that you are to be doing right now at the present time, and what it is that things are going to go ahead and move forward in the future. As always, we do look at the past energy or at the challenge energy just to see what it is that you have to finally release, or what it is that you should be looking at to release. So we're starting off with, I'm going to wait till... Okay, so we're starting off with Pisces. So one card for Pisces. So Pisces, Pisces. Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. So this is your card. So guys, for the next while we continue this reading, the camera is going to be face down. It just makes it easier to do the card spread, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll do our ring for coffee. So this is your card was Thorns, and it's number 14, guys. Okay. 14. All right. This right here is the ultimate card of celebration, not just of yourself. You're amazing though, but of those around you. When you're done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. You have so much love and wisdom to spread, so don't waste it. Self love is essential, but community is important too. And again, what was the key word there? It's like when you're done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. So again, if you're not doing it for yourself, then you obviously cannot do it for someone else. You obviously cannot go in and help someone else do it or help someone else achieve the same thing, the same outcome. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. I need one more. So this one was first. So this is the challenge, the Four of Pentacles. The Two of Cups is your advice, and then the Three of Cups is your outcome. Alrighty. And we'll clarify them as we go. So with this Four of Pentacles, that looks like an onion, to be honest with you. To me, anyways. Let's just keep it that way. So there are many things from your past at this moment that you are either reevaluating or you are in a space of really trying to understand or really trying to get that understanding within yourself as to why those lessons had to happen, as to why it was that you had to go through certain challenges. So what it is, let's put it this way. You may know what the lessons are, but some of you are held on to the why, wanting to know specifically the why, or wanting to figure out why you couldn't learn these lessons from the past in a different way. With the Two of Cups, it's like, don't focus when it comes to the Four of Pentacles. It's like, don't focus so much on what you feel that was unfair, or what you feel that was there was a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and whatever the situation was, whether if it was a love connection or not. But it's like the pain of this hurt, the pain of this, relationship ending, losing a job or whatever it was, it needs to be released. But in order for you to release it, you have to allow yourself to feel it. Some of you are blocking feeling the emotions, feeling the hurt, feeling the brokenness of it and stuff like that, because you feel that if you hide the pain, then it's not real. But what is happening is that it's continuing to grow inside of you, where it's making it harder for you to see a way out of this. It is making it harder for you to see kind of like how it is that things are going to work out, or where it is that you are meant to go, or how it is that you're meant to go forward with your life. So suppressing the pain in itself is actually causing more damage than good in this case. With the Three of Cups, it's like when you go ahead and you allow yourself to feel this pain and you go through the pain, you release the pain, you heal this space, whatever this is for you, then we do come into the Three of Cups energy. We come into this energy or the space of celebration. It is not so much celebrating with others, but so much of that celebration within yourself, that celebration of celebrating you, celebrating your worth, and knowing that you can get through, you can grow through any experience and always come up on top. And that does not mean that you're going around putting others down or anything like that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that regardless of the challenges, regardless of whatever is going on, you always go ahead, and it's like it helps you evolve more. It helps you elevate. It helps you get to a different level of understanding, and also into a different level of understanding within yourself as to why it was that you ended up in this Four of Pentacles energy in the first place. So let's go ahead and see what the Rebel deck card, what the message is from these cards for you guys. So we have that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. So there is no more procrastinating here. There is no more holding back, Pisces. It is time for you to go ahead, get up, do what you got to do. You already know what you have to do. You have to go ahead and allow yourself to feel that pain so that you can go ahead and move forward. You have spent way too much time already either being hurt or too much pain in holding on to past pain, past hurt that is not doing anything for you at this moment, to be honest with you, but keeping you held back, keeping you stuck in the current space that you're in. So now we're going to go ahead and we're moving over to Virgo. So let's go ahead and see what Virgo's card is. So Virgo. Alrighty, guys. All right, Virgo. And Virgo. Alrighty, Virgo's birthdays are coming up soon. Alright, Virgos. Just need one. Alright, so Virgo, we have your card is Phoenix. Let's go ahead and see what it says. So Phoenix is number 9. How's that for a happily ever after? So this is your card, Virgo. And it's number 9. So let's go ahead and see what the book has to say for you guys. All right. No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at the moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whispering of your name. That was powerful, Virgo. So let's go ahead and see. So we have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Sun, and we do have a few extra cards for you guys, so I'm just keeping them as they come out. If they hit the table, they are out. So we have... I'm keeping these two together. So with the challenge, we have the 3 of Wands. And again, this, I feel that it's more of a disconnect with your own intuition, a disconnect with your own faith, or a disconnect with whatever it is that was sustaining you. So maybe in the past couple of weeks or so, you may feel that you have not been getting like clear messages, or you may feel that you were not getting, I feel like it's not like you feel kind of like the universe has abandoned you or has neglected you, or you don't know how to connect, or it's kind of like this feeling of feeling definitely completely hopeless, regardless of whatever your situation is, whether it's in love or finances or something like that. But the thing is that, again, we have the 6 of Wands and the Lady of Wands. It's like the messages have been coming through. The thing is that you may not like the messages that are coming through. Whatever it is that you're being asked to walk away from, or whatever it is that you're being asked to initiate or start, is something that you do not want to do, or something that you may feel that you don't want to do. So again, it's like even in the present time, even as you're advised in the present time, there is still this like this kind of tug of war. Like, okay, we have the Lady of Wands right here. She's sitting, she's meditating. You're looking for the advice. You're looking for the clarity. You're looking for the clarity. You're looking for the clarity. But the more the clarity continues to come in, you're battling it. And the thing is that at this time, you have to surrender, and you have to accept, and you have to really know that whatever it is that your intuition is bringing through to you at this moment is exactly what you need, is exactly what is going to help you get to the next level. Because the thing is that, again, it's like you guys are fighting the guidance that is coming from within. Now, this guidance is not so much coming from like another person. This is something intuitively within yourself that you know that you need to do, or something that you know that you need to release, and you're refusing to do so. So with this, it's like you need to stop refusing your own, like it's like you're refusing your own knowledge. It's like you'll sit there and you'll literally talk to yourself, and either try to talk yourself into something else, or try to talk yourself out of what it is that is being revealed to you. And that needs to stop during this weekend, Virgo. So then your outcome card, we have the sun. So it's like whatever was unclear, whatever it was that was holding you back in this resistance energy, excuse me, in this resistant energy of not wanting to listen to your intuition, not wanting to follow your own, the same guide, the guidance that was coming from within you. It's like you're going to be able to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, but it's also going to bring in whatever it is that you have been trying to manifest. And the thing is that whatever this manifestation is, whether it's in finance or love, it's going to come in so quickly the minute that you accept whatever message intuitively is coming in, whatever it is that you don't want to release. The moment you release that, the moment you go ahead, and I was trying to snap and it didn't snap. It's like the moment you release this, the moment you release fighting your own intuition, the sun finally comes out. Everything starts to shift. Everything starts to go in your favor. So it's like, don't you want to get here? So if you want to get here, then stop fighting your own intuition, Virgo. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Rebel deck card has for you guys. All right. So we have drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot. And the funny thing is that this ego needs to be dropped against thyself. It's like you, again, it's like I don't see Virgos fighting anyone. I don't see Virgos arguing or anything like that with anybody else. This is a battle within yourself. So whatever it is that you are talking yourself into staying into a certain situation, or whatever it is that you're trying to talk yourself out of, you need to stop. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and hold on, guys. Let me just go ahead and move these over. And then we are going to move forward with, who do we have next? Let's see. And I just wrote these down. There are no specific orders or anything like that, guys. So we have Capricorn. However they came out, I just jotted them down. And you see, I'm starting Capricorns different, which is not going to happen. I'm just going to shuffle these a little, and then we're going to go ahead and pick up your oracle card, the Ace of Cups. If it wants to come out, will come out again. All right, guys. So Capricorns, let's go ahead and choose your oracle card first. And I just hope I brought enough water with me into the room. Lighthouse is your card, Capricorn. Okay, so it's number 20. Don't doubt your worth. So Capricorn, number 20th, do not doubt your worth. All right. There will always be someone in your life who doubts the amazing things you're capable of. It is then that you must decide to be your biggest champion. Believe wholeheartedly in your own worth, regardless of outside opinion. Feed yourself a steady diet that speaks to self-love, self-kindness, and self-confidence. So let's go ahead, and now we're going to go ahead and clarify with the tarot what it is. We have the Dream Angel in the reverse. That's the challenging energy. So this is the energy that you are to overcome. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. That's the advice. And we have the Lady of Wands in the reverse. So what I'm picking up here with Capricorns, with the Dream Angel in the reverse, is really needing to let go of how it is that you're trying. This is more to me scenes of that space of manifestation. There's something that you guys are trying to manifest, but you guys are trying to control how it is that every single step is going to go ahead. So the thing is that when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to living your path, living your, going through your journey and things like that, you can be specific for what you're asking, but you have, at times there's going to be you're not going to have any control on how it is that is going to manifest, if that makes any sense. I hope I'm making sense, guys. So it's kind of like, yes, you have a dream, or you have this, there's something that you want to manifest, or something that you're trying to manifest, but you're trying to control every single step down the way. So you have to release this space of control. You have to release the space of wanting things to go in a very specific way. This is more like, it's like kind of putting like the self-confidence and the more like the self-confidence turning into kind of like an egoistic type of energy. So be very careful, Capricorns, during this weekend, that you allow things to flow, you allow things to come in, because there is, I'm picking up that there is a lot that wants to come in, but a lot of you are resisting it because you guys are trying to control something. Now, when it comes to the Lady of Wands in the reverse, what I'm picking up with here is that there is something new coming in. There is something that is coming in to shift everything around you. And you have to be in a space of being open to receive it. Because the thing is that if you hold on for way too long to what it is that has gotten you this far, then this is as far as you're going to go. So for the next cycle, the next chapter, whatever it is that you're working to try to manifest, be open into the knowing, or be open into allowing the clarity of how it is that you are going to be able to manifest that. Because again, some of you are still stuck in that space, or that energy of wanting to control how it is that things are going to turn out. So let's go ahead, Cappies, and your card, whining. So there's no, it's not whining, it's winning. It's winning. I said whining. Some of you Capricorns are probably whining. Stop whining. You're winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. There you go. So you're winning, not whining, Cappies. So again, it's like whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, the only reason why you haven't manifested is because, again, I feel that you yourself are holding yourself back because you have a certain way that you want to do things and you're very stubborn about it. So it's like you need to be able to release that. You need to be able to release that control on how it is you're going to manifest something, Capricorns. Alrighty, so that is all that I have for Cappies. We're going to go ahead and move on over. Ooh, let's go ahead and see. So we have Sagittarius. So Sag. I thought these were going to be a little quicker today, but from the looks of it, they're a little longer. So Sagittarius, one card for Sagittarius. Sag. Someone has to go, like that card at the top from the Rebel deck says detox, and it just keeps on drawing me in. Somebody needs to detox. Whether you need to detox from a person or you need to detox from something, some type of chemical or something. Maybe binge watching TV or something. There's some type of detox that is necessary for somebody out there. Everything can be good as long as it's not an excessiveness, if that makes any sense. So Sagittarius, we have dragons. Slay them all. Slay all of your dragons. So that's number 6. So Sag, it is time to go ahead, get that sword out, and let's get out to slaying some dragons. I was saying it a completely different way in my head. Anyways, when the heart is involved, people don't always have the best intentions. They will pretend they're good for you only for you to find out they're toxic or even abusive. The time has come to face your dragons, and you must slay them before they slay you. Of course, don't literally slay them, but make sure they know you won't stand for mistreatment. So there's definitely this space or this energy of you're connected to individuals that either are used to using you, misusing you, mistreating you, either people that are constantly putting you down or people that are constantly just having you around whenever it is that is convenient for them. So we have the Five of Swords, the Sorcerer, and then I need one more for the outcome. So with the Five of Swords, it's like the time, then we have the Six of Wands. So with the Five of Swords, guys, and if you hear sounds in the background, remember the kids are home. So just an FYI. With the Five of Swords, it's like you have had a very hard time with standing up for yourself. Whether it is because you either feel that you're going to be left alone, or you feel that if this is love, like you're never going to find anybody that treats you the way they do. And if somebody's mistreating you and hurting you, being abusive, why would you want to find somebody that's going to treat you that same way? Let's just be honest. When this comes into connections with others, friends and family members and things like that, it's like there is a need here for Sagittarius to go ahead and set some boundaries. Maybe it is that your job is a little bit more flexible as to what it is that, what you can do and things like that. Or maybe you don't work as many hours, or maybe you work from home. And because you're in certain situations, people just assume that you can go ahead and do all these things for them. So you need to go ahead. And I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I feel that is strong for one of you. But the thing is that you have to set the boundaries, not only within love connections, but also you have to set those boundaries within your own family members, within your own friend groups, as well as your co-worker. With the Sorcerer, it's like you need to go ahead and remember the power that is within you, Sagittarius. You have to remember the authority that you have over your life, and that you do not have to continue on giving away your power or your authority to anyone or anything outside of yourself. You have to go ahead and stand in that you know that you are and who you are. And if you have to go ahead and, literally go ahead and slay those dragons, then go ahead and slay them. Alrighty. So then we have the Six of Wands. Some of you are going to, by you setting up some boundaries, there are people that are going to be walking away from you. There are people that are going to not like the new quote unquote Sagittarius. They're not going to like the Sagittarius that stands up for themselves. They're not going to like the Sagittarius that has a voice. And what you have to remember is that those that are walking away because you're standing up for yourself, or those that are choosing to not be in contact with you because you're standing up for yourself, then they're not meant to be in your space. They're not meant to be in your life. And they're just making room for those that are not going to be abusing you or using you or just treating you like a piece of crap. Let's put it that way. And then we have your card is you look like a shit show. You are a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. And again, it goes hand in hand with the card. It's like you have to go ahead and you have to slay your dragons. You have to go ahead, take a very good look at your life, take a good look at the people that you have around you, take a good look at the people that you're spending your time with. If all you're doing is feeling like crap or feeling like shit or feeling like you're not worth it, or these people are constantly telling you that you can't achieve this or you can't do this or you can't do that and you need to do this for me and you need to do that for me, then you have to ask yourself, are these really the people that I'm supposed to be around? Are these the people that are going to help me grow? Because yes, to a certain point, they're going to help you grow, to help you to wake up, to realize that no one should be treated like that. So is your card Sagittarius? So let's go ahead and we're moving over to, let's see, who do we have next on the list? So we have Gemini. So Gemini, let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is for this weekend. So one card for Gemini. Okay. Gemini. Number 30, Castle. It is time for healing, not war. 6:30. It is time for healing, not war. So if there's somebody that you want to I feel like some of you want to call somebody up or text somebody up and like tell them off, literally. All right. Don't excuse me. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and a war was exactly what you got. Now that it is time, now that now that now it's the time for healing and reparations. What's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started to figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. So whatever war you guys started has definitely ended. Let's put it this way. But what did you learn while you were stuck in that war? What did you learn from that war? Now, and now, when I'm asking you to, what did you learn? I'm not asking you what you learned about the other person or the other people involved in the war. What did you learn about yourself? What triggers you so fast, Gemini? What leads you to getting into situations where you're burning down bridges or you're burning down things that there is no repairing from, but you do it without having a plan. You do it without you do it without having a plan, and you kind of do it without really thinking about it. So it's like, what now? What are you going to do now? So then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, I am picking up here some type of loss, some type of, whether it was that you were led to go into war with a specific person or with a group of people because you didn't want to lose something. You didn't want to feel like you were on the losing end. You didn't want to feel like somebody was pulling one over you, or whatever it was, right? So there was this space of feeling like a feeling of lack or a feeling of wanting to win over someone that led you into causing or going into this war. Now, with the Ten of Cups as your advice, is like, how do you feel now? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your emotion. Did this war, did this wanting to win, did the need to win so badly actually bring you the satisfaction or the emotional balance that you were looking for within yourself? And if so, then that's great. But if it didn't, then can you identify what it was that was triggering you? Can you identify what it was that you needed to heal, so that you don't go ahead and make the same mistake in the future? Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the war was not justified, but maybe you fought more battles than what you needed. Or maybe you lost more battles than what you needed to lose within the war. Because again, there was something within yourself. There was some type of healing that you needed to do that you didn't want to do or you didn't want to release. With the Spirit of Swords as your outcome, is like, don't worry, because whatever it was that you did, obviously you did it because it was intuitively what you felt you needed to do. So whether if it was coming from a place of hurt or not, whether if it was coming from whatever, regardless of the place that it was coming from, it was there to teach you a lesson. So there is going to be clarity as to what that lesson was. There is going to be clarity as to how it is that you have to move forward. But first of all, you have to be honest with yourself with how it is that you feel at the moment, now that the war has concluded, now that the war has ended. So let's go ahead and see what your Rebel deck card is for this weekend. Okay. Stop texting, stop talking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. That word is going to drive me crazy today. So again, it's like, whether it was that you ended a relationship or ended a connection, whether if it was a friendship or love, whatever it was, there is a space here of someone now wanting to regret it. Maybe you took things too far, whatever it was, but just know that intuitively, regardless if this is how you're feeling, regardless if you're feeling like you want to text somebody, you want to call somebody, instead of doing that, Go in here and see as to why it is, because you're going to be able to get your answer. You're going to be able to get your clarity as to why it is that this war had to happen, why it is that this separation or whatever it was needed to occur. So that was yours, Gemini. So let's go ahead and see, who do we have next? So we have Leo is next. So Leo, let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is, Leo. Alrighty, Leo. Okay, guys. I like the 10 o'clock. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out. I like the 10 a.m. for the live readings on Thursdays, but depending on what's going to happen with the kids and school, which our state hasn't decided yet, depends if I'm going to have to do them a little later. Really depends on how things flow when the kids return back. The tree. Let them go, Leo. Let them go. Number 18. This isn't really, not picking up love here, and I'm being completely honest, guys. This is more of, I'm picking up a very motherly energy. Someone wanting to protect someone else. Someone wanting to help someone avoid something. But it's like, it is not meant for you to help them in that way. You can give them advice, you can give them guidance, but you can't protect them from it, if that makes any sense. But let's see what the book has to say. You often take on the pain of others. Oh, there you go. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving you nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. Again, because I wasn't picking up this like love, like letting somebody go, like when it comes to love. It's more like somebody that is either you're trying to protect or somebody's trying to protect, whether somebody's trying to protect you, Leo, or you're trying to protect someone. But with that motherly energy, it can definitely be some type of crutch or some type of chains or something that you guys have been holding, like generationally, your family has been holding on to. And it's like, you have to realize that just because, you know, that was something like a generational curse or whatever it is, it doesn't have to continue on with you. It can end with you. So we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have another tree. Then we have the dream angel, in the reverse. And guys, do not worry about the cards being all in the reverse if they will come out in the reverse. As you guys know, I read them intuitively, whatever it is that is coming out for me. And you guys did have 2 cards. No, you guys had 3 cards. There you go. I'm not cheating you guys out. Don't worry. So with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, there is, again, this, whatever it is that you may feel is a generational curse for your family, or for, you know, a certain gender in your family, whether it's male or female, whatever it is. It's like, you need to realize that you do not have to repeat the same patterns. You don't have to you don't have to repeat the same patterns as your mother or as your father. You don't have to live in poverty. You don't have to you don't have to be in a relationship that is physically abusive or mentally abusive or anything like that. It's like, you do not have to go ahead and repeat the same patterns that those before you made, the same mistakes that those before you had made. With the dream angel in the reverse, is like, stop putting your own dreams, stop putting your own life on hold, because you're being told that you're either not going to accomplish it, or there's no way that you're ever going to do this, or you're never going to get there, because look at where you come from. Look where your family comes from. So it's like, stop giving up. It's like, some of you, have given up hope in accomplishing something, or some of you have given up hope in going after your dreams or trying to manifest something. And it's like you need to get out of that space or out of that energy. Just because your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother, whoever it was, something didn't work out for them does not necessarily mean that it's not going to work out for you. So then as your outcome, and I kind of love this, we have the Lovers, we have the Dreamer of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So when you go ahead and you allow yourself to realize that you don't have to be who others in your family are telling you to be. You don't have to be in this space or in this energy of really thinking that you can't do it. When you allow yourself to dream, when you allow yourself, when you give yourself that love and that self-confidence, when you feed that to yourself on a daily basis, then it's like the dream that you have with this Dreamer of Cups comes back alive. You start to see the possibility. You start to see how it is, what opportunities are right in front of you, what opportunities are you supposed to grab, what opportunities are you supposed to go after to get what it is that you want. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, we have total, to me, like this Ten of Pentacles is like from every angle, it's like taking everything, the challenges, taking all the opportunities, taking the pain, taking the hurt, taking your happy time, taking everything and investing it in yourself, investing it in creating what it is that you want, and realizing and getting to that point where you see that you can accomplish anything that you want. You can accomplish whatever it is that you set your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself and as long as you do not allow those, whether they're family, whether they're alive or not, do not allow them to determine what it is that you're going to accomplish in your life. Oh, we have one more. Sorry, guys. I was about to leave you guys. I'm like, you guys had a really good reading. I don't think you guys need another. So you need a good fucking cry. Get your ugly cried on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. So if you have been holding on to what it is that, let's say, your mother did or your father did or your great grandmother did or whatever, whoever in your generations before you did, then you have to go ahead and allow yourself to let go of that. You have to let yourself be free from that, because that is not part of who you are. Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and we're moving on over. This is definitely going to be over an hour. I like to keep these at an hour, but that's obviously not going to happen. So Libra. Libra. So let's go ahead and see Libra. Okay, Libra, what do you have to say today, Libra? Okay. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Libra, feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Number 29. Let's go ahead and see. Okay. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic. And the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. So stop thinking so negatively, Libra. Stop thinking that every little thing that happens is going to be your demise. And that's kind of like what I feel. It's like some of you are really in the space of really focusing on all the things that haven't worked out and things like that. And it's like, no, get yourself out of that mindset and look at all the things that you have to be grateful for. Look at all the things that have worked out for you. Some of you, I am picking up somebody that wants to... either somebody wants to be a mother or somebody wants you to be the mother of their child. Now, whether it is, and again, with that energy, somebody wants a child, whether it's you or your significant other, your husband, whatever you want to call them, your wife, I don't know. Somebody wants a child here. That is all that I'm saying, because that's all I'm picking up for now. With the Lord of Swords in the reverse, it's like, okay, if you're in a situation, if you're in a marriage, and let's say you want a child and your spouse doesn't, or your spouse wants a child and you don't, this is something that you have to be very careful with, because I feel that this is something that can bring a certain connection or something to an end. Maybe some of you are going to agree to not have a child, to not end the relationship, and some of you are going to agree to have a child to not end the relationship. Now, the thing is, regardless of whether you're female or male, it's like, how are you honoring yourself if you have to do something in a connection that you don't want to do? Now, we're not talking about a compromise about buying a house or buying a car. We're talking about bringing an actual child, an actual living thing into this world. So some of you really have to take some time and really think about what it is that you feel that you're sacrificing. When it comes to connections, Libra, there's always going to be compromises. There's always going to be sacrifices, but there's always a limit to everything. A child is not something that you can just go ahead and sell. It's not something that you can just go ahead and give away when you're done with it, when you're bored with it. So it's like, whether it is you or the other person, you both have to really sit down and really come to a compromise when it comes to this child. For some of you, it is going to be something as simple as the type of house that you're going to buy or the type of car that you're going to buy, and there has to be some type of compromise met. But if it is involving something a little bit more deep, like, actually starting a family, then that is a conversation that you guys need to have now. If this is a new connection, then I feel that I urgently advise you guys to have that conversation as soon as possible, because I feel that somebody within this connection really wants children and somebody doesn't. Either because they already have children and they don't want any more, or somebody just does not want children, versus the other person really, really wants children. With the 10 of Wands as your advice, it's like the time to kind of keep silent with certain things is over. You need to go ahead and speak up, because if you don't, what you're going to lose in the future is going to be way greater than what you could have lost now. Let's put it this way. So it can be that, again, if it's a relationship that is starting and you know that this person wants children and you know you can't have children. You already had surgery. You're not reversing it, this and this and that. And then you lead on this person, but letting them believe that you're going to have a kid with them in the future. And then it's like, 5-6 years down the line, and then they finally find out you can't have kids. And then it's like you literally are losing 6 years of a relationship versus losing a year or 3 months or 4 months of a relationship. So it's kind of like, be very careful that you don't mislead anybody, but also know that if this was to end now, it is okay. And at least you didn't invest so much time and energy into a connection that was not going to go anywhere anyways. With the Dreamer of Wands in the reverse, it's like, some of you are going to put your own personal dreams or your own personal life on hold to please someone else. And that is just, it is what it is. Some of you are going to, with this feast card, some of you are going to try and talk yourself into the space of, well, it's better to not have a child than to not have a husband, or it's better not to have a child than to not have a boyfriend, or it's better not to have a child than not to have somebody that loves me. It's kind of like you guys are trying to talk yourself into staying in a connection, or you're talking yourself out of your dream for a person, if that makes sense. Whether your dream is to have a child, whether your dream is to start a business, the child thing is just very, very strong for some reason. So I just keep on saying child. But whatever it is that your dream is, it's like you're willing to give it up to be with somebody, like a significant other, whether it's a man or female, it doesn't really matter. So just take some time, just laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? So some of you really have to kind of And then, it's kind of funny that this card comes up because it's like some of you use like sarcasm, or you just kind of laugh at things when you're giving up on yourself or you're giving up on your dreams. And it's like, yes, there are challenges, there's obstacles, but you should never give up on your dreams. You should never give up on yourself, or you should never give up on the things that you want or the things that you're trying to manifest. I'm just saying. That took a completely different turn than what I thought it was going to. Oh, well, it is what it is. I can only say what comes out, guys. So let's go ahead. And who do we have next? We have Aquarius. So Aquarius, you are next. Alrighty, so Aquarius. So I need one card for Aquarius. So Aquarius. Aquas are silent. Why are you so silent? I didn't. Just need one card. Clover, release your guilt. So there's something that you guys are holding on to guilt-wise, resentment, anger. Let's see. There is this, some of you, and it's not so much, I don't feel like this guilt is not so much about somebody else, if that makes any sense. I feel that it has to do with yourself. Like you are so upset with yourself for being stuck or for being in a specific situation, whether, it's a romantic or friendship or a work situation or something. There's something that you feel very, you're very mad or angry at yourself because you didn't walk away from something, or you haven't started to make the plans of how it is that you're going to walk away, or how it is that you're going to create or start something new. You've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroad where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations, or release yourself from the cage you built around yourself. Hint: sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. So it's definitely like some of you are very unhappy, regardless of whatever situation you're in. Some of you want to move. Some of you want to start, either go ahead and look for another job. Some of you want to start a business, want to go into something different, into something new, want to try something new, but you have been holding yourself back. And now you're in this space of feeling guilty for holding yourself back from either staying within a connection or for not going after a connection. Let's put it this way. So then we have the Five of Wands as a challenging energy. We have the Spirit of Cups as your advice, and then we have the Three of Cups as your outcome. And with this Five of Wands, it's like, again, you have been given very rare opportunities, Aquarius, when it comes to what it is that you ask, what it is that you pray for, what it is that you meditate. But when the opportunities are right in front of you, you kind of cower down and you do not take them. There's this fear that kind of overtakes, that does not allow you to start the new, whether it's in romance, whether it's in finance, whether it's in career or friendship, whatever it is. There's always something that kind of holds you back and you let it slip away. So with this Spirit of Cups as your advice, it's like, okay, here we go again. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring you the messages. We're going to bring you the clarity. We're going to set everything in line for you, right? And we're going to put it right in front of you. Are you willing to take the chance? Are you willing to take the risk? Are you willing to take this opportunity? Or are you going to go ahead and let it slide again? So this guilt energy, you have to release it, because whatever it was, whatever area of your life that you're feeling guilty about, whatever it is that you have been carrying, is coming back around to give you a second chance at this. Is coming back around to give you a second chance to finally take that opportunity, to finally take that risk. With the Three of Cups, it's like this celebration is not just going to be felt physically. This is like, I feel like spiritually, everyone that has your back, everybody that has been kind of like, rooting for you, has been supporting you, like, here in the physical but also in the spiritual realm. Everybody's gonna kind of be like, yes, finally Aquarius went ahead and took the leap. Aquarius went ahead and took the risk. And you're going to see, excuse me, how it is that your life is going to change so rapidly just by allowing yourself to go ahead and take the opportunities that are right in front of you. You need to stop. Sometimes, yes, you realize that an opportunity was there after it has happened, but staying stuck in the energy of regret or guilt just kind of holds that opportunity kind of like in place, where it doesn't allow it to come back around. So the minute that you allow yourself to release that guilt, then that opportunity is going to come right back around for you. So let's go ahead and see what the Rebel deck has to say for you. You are loved. Okay. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. So that was your card, Aquarius. So again, this weekend, definitely work on releasing that guilt and allow that opportunity to come back around for you guys. So let's go ahead. Who do we have next? We have Taurus. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's go ahead and see. And then we have 3 more, right? Yeah, should be 3 more. Yep. All right, Taurus. So Taurus, your number is 34, and we have Voyage. You already have all the answers. So Taurus, you already have all the answers. So stop with the binge watching watching us, the readers. No, I feel that this is you asking the same question. Are you praying for the same thing? Are you praying or asking for the same thing when it has already been answered to you? It's like it's kind of like the space or this energy of almost obsessing over something. You've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for answers outside yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor. And at this point in your life, that person needs to be you. So you need to go deep within yourself. What it is that you believe in, what it is that you have where it is that your faith lies, what it is that keeps you going, what it is that keeps you motivated, what is your why, it's like Taurus. You have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. It's like, who are you? This is definitely a time for you to go inside of you. And you can't go to anyone else to answer that for you. You have to go deep within yourself to have that answered for yourself. Guys, there was something, I was going to take them, but then I was like, no. I was like, okay. Let's fly out. Okay. So we have the 6 of Wands. What I'm picking up with this energy with the 6 of Wands is there whatever it was that occurred, but there was something that really shook your self-confidence, shook the way that you see yourself, the way that you value yourself. Um, some of you may have had some type of accident or something when you were a child, or I feel like this is something that just happened whatever it was, whether it is that you have a scar that you don't like people to see, or a scar that makes you feel a certain way, maybe a medical condition or something that developed as a child that kind of always had you looking at yourself like you were either not pretty enough or not handsome enough or something like that. But you have been kind of carrying that on, and it's like you have to realize that even your scars are part of your beauty. Even your scars are part of your story. So you have to you have to stop looking outside of yourself for others to tell you how beautiful, how handsome you are, even regardless of your scars, because everybody has scars. Some people have physical scars that you can see, but some people have really deep inner wounds and scars that others can't see, that really do not allow them to be beautiful. Even if they wanted to, they just couldn't be a good person, or they couldn't be a beautiful person from the inside out because they're so hurt. So whatever it is that you're holding on to, that is kind of like keeping you from being confident within yourself, you have to go ahead and realize that that is part of who you are, and you can go ahead and use that to your advantage, if that makes sense. With the Seven of Cups as your advice, is like, again, sometimes things that are unfair happen. Sometimes people hurt other people, or sometimes there's just simple accidents. But the more that you focus on the past, or the more that you focus on staying stuck in the past, the harder that it is going to be for you to move forward. So right now is a time for you to really take a very good look at yourself and decide once and for all that you're going to move forward with your life. Once and for all that you're going to overcome whatever it is, whatever trials, whatever challenges have been brought forth. Because whatever happened in the past, whatever happened as a child, you're no longer in that space. The only thing that is keeping you in that space is holding on to the emotions that are connected to that space, to that timeline. So with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like, as your outcome, it's like it is up to you to decide what it is that the future is holding for you. So if you continue on looking at the past, if you continue on holding on to the pain from the past, if you continue on holding on to the hurt of the past, then you're going to be reaping more hurt and more pain and more sorrow for your future. So go ahead and take this time, right, that is given to you now, to go ahead and change the direction that your life is going in. There is an ending here, whether it is that you're putting an end to that type of mentality, or to that type of thought pattern of holding on so much to the back. That is coming to an end for a lot of you Tauruses out there. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. Again, all the answers that you're seeking are already within you. There is no one out there that is going to give you the answers that you are looking for. Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and see, who do we have next? So we have Aries. So Aries. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. All right, Aries. Alrighty, Aries. is protest. Start a revolution, Aries. There's something that you're very passionate about. There's something that, and it's number 28, guys. I hope you guys can see that. Good. There's something that you're passionate about, or something that you want to start, something that you really, really believe in, and it's like it's time for you to go ahead and speak up about it, or start a group, start something in regards to it. You've been looking around and noticing that the world is often unjust, but you're not sure what to do about it. Like Katniss, you need to be the first to spark off your own revolution. Educate yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't forget to stand up for others, whether or not you have shared experiences. If you can speak up and do so safely, then do it. So, whatever you're procrastinating about that you don't want to start, whatever you're procrastinating about that you don't want to begin, let's go. Like, okay, the time for planning is over, Aries. I feel that you guys have been planning whatever this is for a very long time. So it's time to go ahead and take the risk, take the chance. So as your challenge, we have the Divine Tower in the reverse. So you guys have been afraid to take a step forward or to take the risk because, Aries, you're afraid about that it's going to all blow up in your face. So whether it is that you're afraid to ask someone out, you're afraid to go try something new because you're afraid that you're going to fail at it. Sorry. And the thing is that you never truly fail. You just learn from it. And then it's like, okay, if that didn't work, then you go to the next step, or you know what it is that you have to fix within a certain situation. So let's say you go ahead and you want to start a business and it doesn't work out the first time around. Or you start to see where it is that, oh, when I did this, things started to go this way. So it's like, let me go ahead and let me switch this, let me switch that. So it's like, do not let the fear of something not working stop you from actually trying. Because if you don't try, then all you're going to have is this space or this energy of regret for all the chances that you didn't take. So instead of like I shouldn't have done that, it's like, oh, sure, I wish I would have. And it's like sometimes even though it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, may sound worse, is actually not, because there was something that you learned within that space. When you say, I wish I would have, then you really didn't learn anything other than you let your fear hold you back. And that's a lesson that you guys have been learning for quite some time now. So with this Divine Tower as a challenging energy, it's like a lot of you feel that if you don't go after something, or if you don't start something, then you have nothing to lose. But that is far from the truth, because all you're doing is keeping yourself stuck in the same space and the same energy that you're in at the moment. So with the the sorcerer as your advice is like, go ahead and take the risk. Even if things don't turn out the way that you want them, even if things don't manifest 100% the way that you want them to, at least you tried. At least you went after something that you wanted. At least it took some guts to finally get off the couch and actually do something. It took guts to go ahead and take the actions that were necessary. And do not, again, it's like this fear of failure is what's holding you guys back from starting something. With the Priestess of Dreams, is like what it is that you're going to manifest is going to be beyond your wildest dreams. It's like you may go and say, oh, I'm going to, I'm going to apply for this job and I'm going to ask for this amount of money or whatever it is. Or you guys apply for a job and you guys have always been afraid to ask for what you feel that you're worth, right? So then you go ahead and you say, no, I'm going to go and apply, or I'm going to do this, and I'm going to ask for this amount of money. And it's like, you go ahead and you ask for this amount of money. And immediately it's like you guys either figure out that you guys can negotiate a higher pay rate, or the person, wherever it is that you are applying for, goes ahead and matches whatever it is that you're asking for. So it's like you discover this kind of like this hidden treasure, this hidden power within yourself that was hidden because you were always stuck within the fear of not wanting to try something new. So Aries, let's go ahead and see what is your Rebel deck card. So it says you're being shady. Watch out, shit can get ugly. Now, with the shady card, when I'm looking at it and I'm looking at this revolution card, and when I'm immediately drawn back to this, I feel that if you don't take the actions that are necessary for you at this time, somebody else is going to go out there and live out your dreams. Somebody else is going to go out there and whatever it is that you're being pushed to do. The thing is that you're going to get into a space either because you shared with somebody what you wanted to do and they went ahead and took the initiative or something like that. Or you're within a group of people or something where you share with them what it is that you want to do and somebody takes the initiative and actually does it because they see that you're not going to do it. And then you want to go ahead and get mad at them for actually starting something that you have been led or you have been pushed to start for a long time now, but you're still refusing to take the action. So it's like, be very careful that you don't get mad at somebody else for actually chasing their dreams or what you're going to feel as your dreams because you yourself are too afraid to go after them. So just keep that in mind. Because regardless of whatever it is, it's like whatever needs to be done, whatever needs to be said is going to be said and is going to be done whether you do it or not. You're given the first opportunity to go ahead and start something. But if you don't start it, then trust me, it's not going to end with you. Someone else is going to have the similar idea. Somebody else is going to have probably the same exact idea. And they're going to actually go ahead and not let their fear get in their way. So Cancer. Oh, shoot, look at the time. An hour and 21, guys. Come on. Right. Cancer. One card for Cancer. Alrighty. Cancer. Cancer. Cancer silent. They're like, nope, taking a nap. I'm not even in this today, right, Cancer? All right. 2112, 1221, 2112, Cancer. What does number 12 mean to you, or the number 21, Cancer? What does it mean to you? There's some type of order, some type of structure that needs to be respected. Needs to be put in order. Something needs to be put in order with you, Cancer. I don't know what that's about. All right, let's go ahead. All right, you're not getting that many cards. Like, seriously. What part of one oracle card you guys don't get? All right, Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. This is your card, number 3. Alrighty, so let's see. I feel, again, it's like there's some type of structure. There's something about structure, about I'm trying to get clarity, but it's like there is some type of structure that needs to be respected, is what I'm being told. So whether it is that you are not respecting yourself by the things that you are putting in your body or the way that you're treating your body. And it's like you need to get into the space where it is that you start respecting, you start honoring your body, or you're not respecting or honoring others, like their beliefs or something like that. I don't know. There's something that has to do with the structure of something that needs to be respected. It is time to, it's time you look, wait, I can't read. It's time you took a step back and spend some quality time with your one true best friend, yourself. Look up some yoga videos on YouTube. Try out guided meditation. Read a book from a genre you might not usually read. Take a morning stroll around your neighborhood and discover places you've never been before. When we take the time needed to recharge, we're paying the greatest respect to ourselves. So yeah, there's this, and it keeps on, the word structure keeps on coming back. It's like you can't continue on treating your body and it's not about weight, guys. We're talking about whether it is that you cancers are, taking in certain drugs or drinking or whatever, there's something that you're putting into your body to help you, to help you feel better about something. And it's like, it's a time for you to honor yourself, to honor your body. That is the strong message. And that's probably why you guys don't want to talk, because you guys don't want to hear it. You guys want to keep on laying down on the couch and, smoking whatever you're smoking, or injecting whatever you're injecting, whatever it is that you're doing. Hey, it is what it is. We all have our addictions. We all have our issues. We all have things that we are trying to work through and trying to, better ourselves. But when the first step into changing a habit is first admitting that there is a problem. And some of you do not want to admit that there is a problem. We have the Lord of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't want to admit that whatever it is that you are doing is self-destructive. We have the Lord of Swords, and then we have the Serpiente Sol in the reverse. And the thing is that whether it is somebody has brought it up to your attention, or multiple people have brought it up to your attention, you're just standing there and you're like, nope, there's no problem with that. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I don't have a problem with cigarettes. I don't have a problem with this. Whatever it is that you're refusing to admit to yourself that you have a problem with, some type of addiction. It's like people are trying their best to come forth and help you throughout this addiction, help you throughout whatever it is that at the moment has you kind of in this space of really feeling like you can't live without it. And this can be anything, guys. It does not have to be necessarily drug. This can be a person overindulging in food. This can be a person that, is bulimic, that is constantly eating to vomit. This can be somebody that's anorexic who uses food to control their life. So it's like, if I don't do, 3 hours of a treadmill, I'm not going to eat. Any type of behavior that is self-destructive to yourself, to your body, to your mind, to your spirit, to your soul is the type of thing that we're talking about. With the Lord of Swords, is like, stop fighting the help that is coming in. A lot of you have been asking for help spiritually, but have also been asking like it. And it's kind of funny, because it's like, when you're in the middle of this, when you're done with the destructive behavior, you guys break down and cry. You guys break down and are so ashamed, or whatever it is about it, that you're crying out to God. You're crying out to the universe to come and bring you help, to come and bring you some type of assistance, right? But then when it is sent to you, you either do not like who it is that is bringing the message, or you do not like what is being asked of you to release this, whatever this is for you that is destroying you. So it's kind of like, why are you continually asking for the advice that you're not taking? And the thing is that a lot of you, that is going to, with the Serpiente Sol in the reverse, when it comes to what it is like for your future, your outcome, it's like, if you don't take this time out, if you don't take the time to accept what it is that you need to let go of within yourself, what it is that you have to heal, what it is that you have to stop doing to yourself, your life is going to become way worse than what it is already is. So if you're already feeling like crap, if you're already feeling like everything is out of balance, if you're already feeling like you don't know, you have no idea what day it is, you have no idea what month it is, you have no idea whether you woke, when you woke up this morning, if you brush your teeth, or if you didn't, you have no idea if you ate, or if you, whatever unbalance that you're currently feeling is going to get worse if you continue on with this, whatever it is that you're doing, with this addiction, with this behavior that you are literally destroying yourself with. And that completely went to like another level, Cancer. And again, guys, these are general readings, and I sometimes forget to say that. So this can be you, Cancer, or maybe you're watching somebody doing this and you're kind of like trying to help them. Maybe you are this person for them that is trying to get them to realize a certain behavior that they have to drop. But again, it's like whoever it is that is doing this destructive behavior needs to stop. So here we have, get over yourself, pull your shit together. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. But right now, Cancer, you're not in a place to help anybody, because you don't even want to help yourself. You don't even want to you don't even want to accept the help that is coming for you. So if you feel that you're being called or you're being guided to help others, how are you going to do that if you're still in a mode of self-destructive? Alrighty, so we have our last one, but definitely not least, Scorpios. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me write down the time for Scorpios, and then we're going to go ahead and pull your oracle card. Alrighty, so Scorpio. So Scorpios. I like it when they jump out. You guys were given warnings a while back. That's all I'm being told. You guys were given the warnings a while back. So whatever it is that has manifested physically in your environment, in your space, you were given the warnings, you were given and I feel that this is, I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago, there was a lot of Scorpios that needed to go deep within and needed to heal. And I know people were getting aggravated and agitated over me repeating the same thing. But it's like now you're seeing what the messages meant, because a lot of you are reaping that physically. So we have spaceship is your card. Don't be afraid to sing, number 43. So let's go ahead. I have no idea what the card says. You've been made to believe that your voice, that your unique point of view in this world isn't worth very much. Let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Your words are worth all the stars in the night sky. So don't forget to sing whenever you have the chance. Your voice is powerful enough to sink a dozen spaceships. Now, when it comes to what we were talking about before I pulled out the card, with the healing and things like that, it's like a lot of you chose to go with the crowd. A lot of you chose to go with what others were telling you was good for you. So instead of standing up for yourself, instead of standing up for what you wanted, for what you believed in, you kind of just went with what those around you told you was good for you. And now you're realizing that your intuition, what you wanted, what you were being asked to do for your healing was what you should have done. There's some of you that have lost your jobs. There's some of you that are physically in pain. And there are some of you that just feel like your entire world is crashing down on you. And for those of you, the only thing that I can say is that you have, by ignoring the warnings, by ignoring the advice that was given to you time and time again, you have put yourself in this position. There is nobody or no one, nothing outside of you that you can go ahead and point a finger to or blame for what it is that you are reaping. Now, for those of you Scorpios that went ahead and you did the work that was being asked of you, you went inward, you heal what you needed to heal. There is this, and again, it's like, see, this gets me so mad sometimes, because I'm like, okay, I'm just going to read these cards and then I'm going to be done. And it's like, no, Scorpios wanted to be last for some reason, right? Because you guys want this whole freaking channeled message, right? There is this space of this new wave, or this wave of energy coming in to allow you to take wherever it is that you are at right now in your life, right? And be able to turn the entire situation around. And now for these Scorpios that I'm talking to, you are not the ones that have lost your jobs. You are not the ones that are like physically in pain or anything like that. You guys are the ones that may still feel some of the tension, may still feel some of the pressure, but things didn't get that far off. Because again, you took the time to do that healing work within yourself. So because you went ahead and you took that time and you healed, there is this energy that is kind of shifting things around to allow you to see exactly which direction it is that you're supposed to be headed. Because there was some confusion as to, okay, all of this healing was meant for what. So during this weekend, there's a lot of clarity coming to you guys as to why the healing was necessary, as to why you were asked to heal that. I hope that makes sense. Now, for the rest of you that literally feel like you have either lost everything or you have lost someone or something, it's like there is a lot of physical pain, especially like from the chest up. I'm feeling a lot of physical pain. There is a lot of mental turmoil. There is a lot of like headaches or fogginess, a lot of not being able to concentrate, not being able to drive, not being able to even, like, some of you are having a hard time even freaking picking up a spoon or a fork. Now, with that, is like your challenge is still the same thing. It is listening to your intuition, listening to what it is that you need to heal, what it is that you have been holding on to, listening to your voice. The time to continue on holding on to listening to others needs to stop. This is a necessity because some of you are, unfortunately, again, those of you that are in that space of physical pain or in the space of that you have physically lost your job, you have to be very careful with certain addictions, certain medication addictions that can take hold. So, because regardless of how much you think that these medications and these pills and all of this is going to cure you, and I'm not telling you not to take your meds, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to be very careful that you don't go into an addictive mode with it. Because there are a lot of opiates out there. There's a lot of things out there that you really do not have to be on them for a very long time in order to become addicted to them. And I know from experience, no, not from being an addict to them, but from my nursing experiences. So let's just clear that out for you guys. Because some of you are just probably like, well, my doctor, yeah, your doctor says this, but you also have to understand not everybody becomes addicted to a certain medication at the same time. It all depends on your metabolism. Some people metabolize medications a lot faster and a lot slower. There is a lot of components that can make somebody addicted to something a lot quicker than someone else. So just be careful and just make sure that you're listening to your own intuition, guys. With the Dreamer wands in the reverse, it's like you need to start believing in yourself. You need to start believing that you're going to get out of this. Because the thing is that the more that you stayed in that state or in that space of hopelessness. Well, whatever. When you feel hopeless, now I'm going to start laughing, then the longer that you're going to stay within that energy. And Scorpios, I am going to pull out another 3 decks for those of you that did the work, because I feel that this kind of feels kind of heavy. And I feel that most of you that are going to be watching this are the ones that have put in the work within yourself. So I don't feel like that this is fair to just read this part of it for you guys. With your outcome, we have the Master of Secrets. So again, it's like the minute that you start to have hope again, the minute that you start to believe in yourself, that you start to believe within your own voice, that you start to believe within who you are as a person, things are going to clearly, like things are just going to become very clear to you. Now, some of you are going to feel like you have been literally visited either by an angel or by God, by spirit, there's going to be some type of mystical type of experience that you guys are going to experience that is either going to give you the confirmation on something, or that is going to hold on, guys, I need to finish this message before I can pull out cards for the rest of you. There is this whatever this experience is going to be, the spiritual experience is going to be, is either going to be your freaking wake up fucking call, or is going to give you the confirmation that whatever it is that has been coming through, or whatever explanation your intuition is giving you based on your physical pain or whatever it is 100% true, is 100% what it is. But there is like this force, there is something and the word mystical keeps on wanting to come up, but it's coming in to kind of give you guys the clarity that, yeah, there was something that you completely misread or you completely misunderstood. And that is because you refuse to do the work within yourself because you felt that you were above others. You felt that you were above a situation. And because of that, now is why you're in the space that you're in now. So in order to help you get out of that, there is something spiritually like very big, very significant going to happen for you guys this weekend. So we have, you need a big fucking hug. So this is my virtual hug from me to you. Squeeze, Scorpio, squeeze. All right, so let's go ahead, just because I feel that there's other Scorpios there that have been putting in that work. You have been, and you are kind of more, let's say, at a crossroad. Now, where do we go from here? So we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse, and then we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So with you guys, is like you need to be able to be open, because I feel that some of you, again, were closed off to, not to the healing part of it, but where the messages were coming from. So during this weekend, Scorpios, those of you that are not physically in pain, that are not, you haven't lost your job and stuff like that, be a little bit more open and a little bit more receptive to where it is that the messages are coming from, or how it is that the messages are coming in. I feel that some of these messages, you are going to have to take some time and meditate on them to really get the clarity as to what it is that is coming to come, what is coming, trying to come through. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, is like you have to release the expectations that you have of others, or the expectations that you have of a certain connection, or the expectations that because you did a certain amount of work on yourself, now you deserve a person. So be very careful with that energy, or that control, that energy that wants to control, wants to own or possess someone else, or own or possess or whatever that word is. You want to have ownership over someone else. So be very careful that you don't go back into those type of energies this weekend, okay? And know that there is going to be, with the Six of Wands in the reverse, it's like the clarity is coming as to when you feel that you're at this crossroad, right? There is clarity coming to you, but do not block it because it does not look, or it does not seem the way that you had it planned out, or the way that you had it pictured in your mind. So again, I feel that this has a lot to do with expectations, Scorpios, for you, where you have to go ahead and allow yourself to kind of go with the flow with things. All right, so we have get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. So again, it's like when it comes to the expectations, sometimes we can tend to be come off a little bit like kind of like, egoistic, or like an ass, or kind of like a dick, or whatever the heck you want to call it. You're a bitch, whatever. But it's like, take the time for the messages when they come in. Take the time to rest. Take the time to really get the clarity as to what it is the messages are telling you, and where it is that is trying to lead you. Okay. Oh, God. We are at an hour and 40, almost 43 minutes, guys. Well, that is all that I have for you guys for this weekend. If any of you three that have been with me this whole hour, 2 hours, want me to pull out a card for you, I can go ahead and pull out an oracle card for you. Just go ahead and put it in the live chat. And you guys know that I say that, and then soon after I go ahead and I check myself out. So if nobody posts that they want a card, you can go ahead and put a color or a number. It really doesn't matter. And I'll pull out an oracle card from the Believe in Your Own Magic if you need a little extra help for this weekend. And if not, then I'm going to go ahead and check out of YouTube. Sorry, guys. Yes, as I go ahead, right before I go ahead and I get out, I like to put everything back. It just makes it so much easier, then I don't have to do it later, right? You guys can go in the back. All right, so nobody wants a card? Good. All right. So have a Drink for coffee. Who needs coffee? Anyways, have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing rest of the day. I hope that every single one of you have a great, amazing weekend. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.